Okay, so now we have an approved quote that just came from the last video. This is quote number 95. It automatically converted quote number 95 into job 186. So let's talk about scheduling that job and dispatching it out to a technician. So I can click into this job right here by clicking on the job number. I can also view jobs in a couple different ways. We have a list, a calendar, and a map. The map is going to throw pins of all the jobs that you have to show you those locations. If you look at my job list, this is a master list of all of our jobs in the system. We're actually getting ready to release a really cool dispatching board that, if you're interested in some more detail, I can show you what that looks like. We really think that's going to be a game changer. But as you can see here, this is job 186, came from quote 195. It's related to this customer. It's currently unassigned. If I wanted to put this on the schedule very easily, I can just double click here. I can assign this to a technician. I can give it a job date, and I can give it an arrival window. These are all customizable in settings. That's going to now put the job on the board, and it's now assigned. I will share my mobile app screen here and show you what it looks like from the technician's view when they're actually on the road and they're taking a look at things on the mobile app. So you should be able to see my phone screen here now. I'm going to click into the Schwego app. On the dashboard, this is going to show them any jobs that are assigned to them for the day. They could click into those jobs by just clicking on that card, and they can kind of scroll in between. There's also a full jobs list, so they can click on the day and see any jobs that are assigned to them. We also have a nice view for dispatchers or admins where it condenses that view a little bit and shows a little bit more detail. This is really good for technicians. This is also going to throw pins on the map and show the technician where those jobs are. They can click on those pins to get into the job. So if I go into the job, this is going to have all the detail from the job. It's going to have the job number. If it came from a quote, the quote number, the job type, the customer, the date, time slot. I can click on the address for driving directions in Google Maps. Come back here. I can click on the customer name to call or text the customer. Here are internal notes that we added on the screen. If it did come from a quote, we're going to copy over any of those quote notes so the technician understands what's actually being done. We can preview any files. So if pictures or anything were attached ahead of time to the job that the technician needs to reference, he could look at those there. We also have the ability to hide billing information from technicians if you don't want your technicians really involved in the billing process. That's sort of on a case-by-case basis. Every company kind of does things differently. In this case, I have full access to job billing, so I'm able to actually generate an invoice. When I'm ready to complete the job, I'm just going to click Complete Job, and this is going to pull up what we call our job checkout. These fields are fully customizable in admin settings. We will help you set them up in onboarding. Everybody wants different information from their technicians when they complete jobs. So we created this checkout to really make it custom so that you can get the information that you want from your technicians. So as an example here, I can assign a warranty length. I could put notes. Let's say this is a service warranty. If there's a follow-up needed for any reason, let's say that, the line needs repair or, something along those lines, I can do that. I can also put additional detail in the post-job notes. We cambered the line and saw roots in the line, period. We then jetted the line and we were able to clear the roots from the line, period. We re-cambered the line at the end and the line is now open, period. So as an example here, you see how this says rehammered. I was just talking to text. I could correct that here, or the office can correct that. I'm just going to leave that as a typo for now, just to sort of show you. Here's another example of a custom field. Is the drain open? Yes. I can attach files. So if I did have a video from the camera that I wanted to attach, or I could take a picture, I can just click my phone to take a picture or open up my gallery. I actually have a camera video on my computer, so I'm going to add that after the fact, as if the office were adding that. So I'm not going to add that here. I'm just going to take a random picture here. Here's a picture of me and my daughter from the other day. So I'm just going to add that as an example to fulfill the required field there as a file. I'm going to click continue. This is going to make me review the work order. So it's going to give me the total job value. I can click on each individual service to sort of see the detail. If I need to add new items, I can do that right here to the work order. And then I'm going to click continue. And I do have the ability to generate an invoice and take a payment in the field because I have billing permissions. I'm not going to do that here, just to sort of show you the flexibility. So if I click complete job, this job is now going to be completed, and you'll see at the top there that it says not invoiced. So it's completed, not invoiced. So if I come back, oh, one other thing I did want to show you, because I mentioned this in the previous video, if you do want to add a quote from the mobile app, you have the ability to do that. We have full quote functionality as well on mobile app. I can click new request. I can add a customer, a job site, similar to the computer that you saw before. I can then, select what kind of quote it is. I can add notes. I can select items from my price book. So here's that hydrojetting item that we added before. And I can edit all this detail, and I can actually create this or schedule a job right from the mobile app as well. So I did want to show you that functionality since I promised that in the last video. So we just completed job 186. If I come back here and I refresh my screen, I can see that this is completed. There is a follow-up flag. So as an office personnel, I can see that. I can click into the job and I can read those details. So the job details tab is going to have all the items that we put on the job ahead of time. The post-job tab is going to have all those fields that your technician answered in that checkout process. And here's that file, that I attached, of my daughter and me. And again, since I have that other brochure, I can now click in between files right on the job. So if I say that, I read there's a follow-up reason, maybe there's needs repair, there's not any real detail here, but I could then go schedule another job, a repair job, and I can go clear that follow-up flag when that's done.